Neluana Siri Jayama. Enelua Jehovah Jayama, 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 Jayama. Elua Jehovah Jayama, Jayama, Jayama. Jehovah Jayama, 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 Jayama. Elua Jehovah Jayama, 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 Jayama. Elua Jehovah Jayama. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hey, look at who is back on YouTube. Guys, I'm so happy to be back. You have no idea about how happy I am. And I have a valid reason for being away, right? I'm going to tell that in this video. First, let me apologize for living here unannounced. It wasn't intentional, so there was exactly no way that I could have announced that I was leaving. You know when they say life caught up with somebody, that's what happened. Life just caught up with me, and I'm like, okay, I have to put YouTube aside for now. And but I'm back, and by God's grace, I'm not going anywhere again. I'm here to stay, right? Except when I decide to go on a break, which of course you guys will be duly informed before I go on that break, if there would be any. Okay, all right. So Tolulope Olujobi is back on YouTube, and she's back to filming about God, relationships, and of course lifestyle. So if you are new here, please click the subscribe button, share this video with somebody, and tell them that Tolulope Olujobi is here and has come to stay. All right, guys, so let's go right into today's video, which is basically about why I was away. In other words, I am here to gist you guys. So sometime in February, March, and April, I had a training, right, for 3 months in February, March, and April. And in February, I think I shot about 2 or 3 videos, meaning that while I was in that training, I was still shooting my videos alongside the training, right? But it just got to a point where I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was trying, you know, I tried to film a number of times, but I just realized at some point that I needed to focus on what I was doing. I needed to give it my 100% attention, which is what I did. And for that reason, I had to abandon not just YouTube, but a lot of other things that I was doing alongside, right? So basically for 3 months, that was what I was focused on. And I had to put a lot into it, mentally, and yes, mentally I had to put a lot into it mentally. So I'm going to give you guys context, right, so that I'm not just speaking over your heads. Okay, so I was in a training, we call the training School of Banking Excellence. So basically it was a banking training, and from we had classes from Tuesdays to Saturdays. So we had Sundays free, and Sundays were free, but on Mondays we had to write exams. So basically Sundays were like preparations for Monday exams. We used Sundays to prepare for Monday exams. Okay, and it got to some point that it was really tough, and like I said, I just had to put every other thing that I was doing by the side. I had to abandon it. And at that time, we needed a lot of I hope my colleagues in school watch this because they'll be able to relate a lot. SB guys, please, if you watch this, drop your comments below so that my YouTube fam will know that SB was not a joke. Right? Thinking about it now, I'm laughing about it. I can laugh about it, but guys, it wasn't funny then. So we had classes throughout the week. Mondays we had exams, and we began to hear a lot of motivation. A lot of people have done this, so you have no excuse not to pass this phase. Okay, so people were going to be dropped out, right? We had the pass mark of 65 for every course that we took. So if you did not make 65, you either had to retake the course, and initially we had a minimum of 3 courses that you could retake. So if you fail more than 3 courses, it means that you are going to drop out of the program, right? So it was not an easy thing to do, especially because if you have watched my videos, you know that I studied English, and we had to take a lot of banking courses like basic accounting. And guys, there was nothing basic about basic accounting. There was nothing that was basic about accounting. I think the only people that found accounting to be basic were people that were in that field, or in fact some people that were in that field, they had some challenges with it. So imagine someone like me that was studying English, or that had studied English. I did not have any background. As a matter of fact, guys, if you see me on the road, please don't ask me 7 times 4. Don't try, because my my mathematics skill at this point is to be fair on myself, I'll say 1/10. That's to be fair on myself. And funny thing, who would believe that I had an A1 in mathematics? Guys, it's funny. I had an A1 in mathematics, and to be honest, I worked for it. So I worked for it, and I had it. Okay, so I was actually a very good student in mathematics while I was in secondary school. But for some reason, I studied English. Now you guys should take it easy on me. I studied English, and for very many years I didn't do anything mathematics related. So, and things like that needs practice, right? So I just discovered that I forgot whatever it was mathematics was all about. So now if you see me and you ask me if you ask me to multiply 12 by 6, I'll just be looking at you that, how far now, where are you coming from? We'll use calculator. Thank God we have digital calculators everywhere. So I'm going to make use of a calculator and tell you that in no time. Okay, so I had to take courses that were strange to me, and it was tough. And I'm going to let you guys know at what point I knew that I had to drop every other thing that I was doing to focus on that. But more importantly, we had a lot of motivation from the school, which I think was a very important factor for us at that point. At the point where in that period, it wasn't important to us because a lot of us were like, what is this motivation? We thought that a lot of things in the system could have been adjusted to favor what we were doing, but I believe that is how the system was built. It was built not to favor us, so that we could go out of our comfort to get what we wanted, right? So in that building, the building where we used physically, we had so much motivational quotes everywhere. And one of my favorite quotes from that building was, "Is it easy? No, but is it worth it? Absolutely." So, but there was no way we would have known if it was worth it if we did not see it through to the end, right? So you needed to see it through to the end to know that it was worth it. And we received a lot of motivation. Yeah, we received a lot of encouragement. Our program director would tell us that about 5,000 people, over 5,000 people have done this, and they probably are not even as smart as you are. So if they were able to do it, then you can do it. And I know that that's not one thing that my generation wants to hear. They don't want to hear that motivation of, if I can do it, then you can do it. Because a lot of people say, oh, you had the comfort, you probably had it better. But it's not always the case. It's not always the case. We don't know what extra effort people had to put into what they did to come out successful. So I think encouragement and motivation should be something that we should embrace, right? Personally, I like to listen to people's stories. I like to know what you have been through. I like to know how you came out successful doing whatever you did. It gives me so much encouragement. Yeah, and I think I received a lot of that in that period. Hey, God. God was on my side, like I don't know how to explain it, but God, me and say you try for me. God, He was there. It was, I just had the voice of the Holy Spirit. Tolu, you can do this. Tolu, you got this. Tolu, you can do this, over and over again. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the gift of the Holy Spirit. Did I have as much as I did not have the result that I would have wanted to have, because going into that program I had so much expectation. So I did not have that expectation met, but I did come out a much better person, and I'm glad about that. Yeah, so I had so much encouragement from friends and family. I had a lot of people praying for me, and do you know what joy it is knowing that you had people praying for you? Because it was a lot of mental stress. It was a lot of mental stress, physical stress. And one of the things I'm grateful for was that during that period, I did not even break down or fall sick. Look at my God, my miracle working God. I did not break down or fall sick. I'm grateful for that, right? So we had so much motivation, and I'm glad that I could pass through that phase successfully. I'm glad that, because look at me now. Just like I said, I've come out a much better person. Sometimes it's not about the results you get. Sometimes it's about the process and how much the process has shaped you. And yes, the result is, don't get me wrong, guys, the result is important. In fact, importanter, right? But more importantly than the importanter, did you get that? More importantly than the importanter is that you know the process. If you are able to do that again, if you have to replicate that again, it doesn't become as difficult as it was the first time, because you have been able to master how to get through that phase. So I think I've been able to do justice to why I was away. Yes, I think so. So getting back on YouTube was not exactly easy. I had to bring myself out of my comfort zone. I think I had gotten too comfortable not doing this, that I had to bring myself back. And one of the things that I applied was one of the things that I had learned in that program in SB, that for whatever you are going to do, you have to know why you are doing it. And I had to ask myself, okay, so why did I get on YouTube in the first place? Why am I doing YouTube? And knowing that just helped me to come back for you and your friends, that you would encourage to watch my videos, that you would tell to subscribe, like, and share, knowing that you have also liked, subscribed, and shared. So I hope I've been able to explain vividly why I was away. But guys, I'm back now and I'm here to stay. Okay, so thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like my video, subscribe and share, and we are going to meet in the next video. So wait for it and anticipate it. Bye.